Oh, welcome. This is going to be my first show. Just basically going to freeball it, go through the charts, and give anyone out there who's listening an update on where things are going. This is going to be my sunset cycle, so I'm looking to get out near or close to the top, and I'm hoping to get you guys out along with me. So feel free to follow, feel free to listen. The first show might not be too polished, but you know, we'll crack on. So first thing I want to point out is everyone's freaking out a bit from Trump's inauguration, and is it over? What's happening? So this is a year where everything's going to go up. We are in a bull market across everywhere. If you look at the S&P 500, look, these are the weekly candles. It is moving up consistently from October 23. The Nasdaq, look, consistently moving up from January 23. See how they're keeping in this channel. Homebuilders ETF consistently moving up since September 2022, consistently keeping in this channel. The Russell been moving up from October 23, consistently moving up, keeping in the channel. Gold, October 23, consistently moving up, keeping in the channel. So everything is going up. Unless all these charts start breaking, we're in a bull market. So we keep riding this trend until we don't. Until things start to break down or something changes. Because I do think this year, or early next year, but I think this year, we're going to go into a recession. It's you know, we're going to go into, something's going to happen. There's going to be a crack in the system somewhere, because we can't have interest rates this high for a long time. But until that happens, we keep going. So just want to rest assure everyone who's a wee bit kind of what's going on, until all these major charts start breaking down, we're in a bull market. Everything's getting bid up. So try not to panic too much. This market is going to try and chew you up left, right, centre. And it's like, if you're in the short time frames, if you're kicking around there, it's like when you see a whole school of mackerel and there's a seal just picking it all off, swimming around, and they're all just trying to move left and right, left and right, left and right. But if you're just one of those fish that's kicking right back fucking half a mile away and just watching it happen, you're not getting into those swings, you're just chilling out. That's why I prefer to use the higher time frames, like the weekly. The lowest I'll probably go on is the daily, sometimes the 4 hour, just to check stuff, but mainly the weekly. I'm looking for the big moves, and I try and ride them from bottom to top. So we've looked at the traditional markets, which show us we're in a bull market. So we're happy there. So let's get into the crypto. So first thing we're going to look at is liquidations. And last 24 hours, 350 million wrecked. About even there. We had a big spike. Well, it was close to $1 billion a couple of days ago, and that can generally be used as an inverse indicator. So even though all that money, I'm talking about the ETFs there, liquidations, we can use them as an inverse because it's all been liquidated. If they've liquidated enough longs, and the market's happy with that, it's like, okay, I've taken enough, let's move all the way up. And once it's taken enough at the top, it moves all the way down, and it just keeps on chewing you up left and right. So right now we're looking at the liquidations, and We've had some big numbers, so generally could be a sign of a reversal. As we look at the liquidation map, you can see at the top side there's not too much going on there, but below it, look, all these 2500 50x leverage all building up below price there. So there is a chance that the market's saying, okay, there's no liquidity there, I've kind of taken all that, because if we look at Bitcoin in itself, it's just, see, it's just wicked above that, stopping everyone out, anyone short there, just taking all that, so it's deciding where to go there. It's come back down, and it's starting to go up again. So it's likely to come back down and maybe take this, depending on how much we got. And now if we look at the liquidation heat map, this shows where the liquidity is. This is where people's stop loss are, liquidation levels are. As you can see, the yellow is 70 million, the purple, blue, depending on what colour your eyesight is 0. So it's not too much there. So even though it looks there, and it looks in terms of visually there, in terms of volume, it's not too much. So but as you can see, it'll take the liquidity, it'll take the liquidity, it'll come back, take the liquidity, it'll take that liquidity. It just moves up and down. And then this is what I was talking about earlier, the ETF inflows. You know, this is basically when everyone floods in at the top, panic buys, everyone sells at the bottom, panic sells. And this works amazingly as an inverse indicator. So you saw some big buys in there, and you saw the price come down afterwards, and you see it consistently. So when I see multiple things coming together, it gives me a general idea of where the market might go. Now, if we look at the funding heat map, this is just how much people are paying to go long. This is absolutely, you know, you can see from this Trump coin, it's gone orange, it's just gone mad. Everyone's, you know, you're paying to go long in that because everyone's wanting to go long, but this is all green. We've just hit an all-time high, and this is all green. So this is like, this is, you know, we've got a slingshot, we've pulled the slingshot back, we haven't even released it yet. Once this is all orange like this is when we're going to be, oh no, the market's heated. It's overheated, let's start looking for some technical breakdowns or how we're going to get out of this. So I like to keep my eye on these things just to get a feel for where we are. It's like going to the gym, you just got to keep on doing the reps every single day, rep these charts, and then you start to develop a picture. You get your finger on the pulse. Here is another good one. This is the daily exchange volume. We're making high, lower high, and now we're starting to push out. So you can see in the last bull market, in 2018, that bull market, that's how high we got. And the last one, look at the difference. Now this one here, we're somewhere around about here. So we need, for that parabolic blow off top, we need to see the volume come in here. Because otherwise, you know, how is price going to get pushed up when people are removing money? So when this goes down, people are taking money away out of the exchanges, they're not trading it. It might still be in exchanges, but they're not trading it, so you need money in there to sustain these long moves. And the crypto greed and fear, extreme greed, it's getting frothy, you know what I mean? We've got a new president, whole new team, very crypto friendly, so things are looking good. And I also kind of think people are panicking a little bit. Trump didn't say it on his speech, you know, where's the Bitcoin? Is it, you know, just, we don't need to panic just now, you know, these things can come. It's, you know, people, I think, are overthinking this all. You've just got to think, we've got crypto-friendly president and team. So, you know, don't try and overcomplicate it. things will start showing. Even Trump's meme coin, he wouldn't launch that if he wasn't gonna, he's not going to rug pull everyone. If he rug pulls everyone, that he's, maybe if it was just Trump and he wasn't a president and he was just doing it as a celebrity coin, you'd think, oh, here comes the rug pull. Or maybe even at the end of his presidency. But at the start of his presidency, after having all that donations from the crypto, having so many politicians in with crypto now, there's no way he can rug pull it. I think he's just using it as an opportunity. I think he might even use it as his legacy. He's such an ego guy, the first president to bring crypto into America, and he can launch this meme coin and just have it there all the time. It might just pump in the future because he's the guy that done it, who knows. But someone stroked his ego to get him to launch that meme coin anyway. So we covered the on-chain, the data stuff. Well, let's go into the crypto charts. So the total market cap, we're on the daily. I like to tend to start with a weekly. Like, how's it looking? So we've broken the all-time high. We've come down, we've tested it, which is good. Showing it as support. Tap, tap, tap. Brilliant. It's broke out the trend. It's created a new higher high. It's come back, retested, and started pushing off again. So this is very, very strong price action for the crypto market as a whole. Look at this volume coming in. Heavy volume coming in. So things are looking very good. I'm liking these charts. And from a timing perspective, this is the 4th year of the cycle. This is when things should start kind of getting a bit frothy and a bit parabolic. Bitcoin, obviously popped up. We've come down, tap, tap, up, down, tap, tap, tap. You can see it's in a range right now. And until we break down, or until we break up, we don't know what it is. Price will just move along here until it shows its hand. Personally, I think it's going to go move up. Look at this volume coming in here. We're getting strong volume. But we'll see how it goes. The thing I've learned is that you might have a gut feel over where it goes. Oh, this is going to do that. I'm going to trade and do it this way because that's how I think it's going to go. But you have to let the charts tell you. It's basically like a book. You can read a book and be, oh, I know what's going to happen. This will happen at the end. Or he's the one that killed the bloody person. He's the murderer or something along those lines. But until you actually read the end, you don't know what happens. And it's similar to chat. It's like learning another language. I've learned French, I can read a French book. It's like I've learned charts, you can read the charts. So you read the charts and it's piecing that puzzle together. So, you have a 1,000-piece puzzle and you get the first piece. You're not going to guess what's going to happen. You get the second piece, you're still not going to guess. But you get more and more pieces, more and more, you're adding more and more as time goes on and the picture starts to develop. So this is looking very strong. It's holding above the 1.618 Fibonacci, which is it's just something right now. I won't go into detail, but it's just something we use as a potential price target. So it's holding above 100. It's holding above the 102. It's holding a new pivot, and it's starting to push out with volume. So again, things are looking good. Coin dominance. How's it looking? Let me just zoom right out here and show you. These are alt season. See it? Alt season. Millionaires. We've got it all the way up and people are saying it's over. We haven't even broken down on Bitcoin dominance. It's like, it's all primed. You're meant to feel like this. The market's designed to just trick you. What was it saying? It's designed to trick a majority of the people a majority of the time. And you can't let this market chew you up. You got to become stubborn. Not too stubborn so you just hold on for just because you're stubborn, but you can't let it shake out. You've got to hold in, let the charts tell you. So this is what my idea, my plan is, because I'm waiting for this dominance has come all the way up. It's broken the trend. Come back, it's retested. It's created a lower high. It's come back up. Let's see what it does. I would like this to not go past that pivot point. That one there, I'd like to keep it below that. So it's making another lower low. But we'll see, it might pop up there. And if it does, it might double top, or it might go higher. And then we just keep moving along with it. You've got to be fluid. You can't be rigid. You can't think of a plan and be like, this is what's happening. And all of a sudden price changes. You're stumped. No, it has to be that. You have to be very fluid. No one can read the market consistently, perfectly all the time. But if you read it better than 50% of the time, you put the odds in your favour. ETH Bitcoin. So, as well as Bitcoin dominance, maybe people I didn't explain Bitcoin dominance. So Bitcoin dominance is, imagine a pie chart, and the crypto market is that pie chart, 100% of it. So how much is Bitcoin of that pie chart? So when there's a good market, Bitcoin dominance goes down. When there's a lot of money flow and it's frothy, Bitcoin money just shoots down. That's when alts goes down, because it rotates from Bitcoin being 60% to 40%, and then the alts go from 40 to 60. I know there's obviously stable coins in there as well, but it's basically like a share of the pie, and you want Bitcoin to reduce, because as it reduces, alts dominance increase, which is forcing the price up. ETH Bitcoin is ETH priced in Bitcoin, and it's been crashing all the way down. Look at this huge trend. It's hit off this trend. We got some support here. It's breaking down a little bit, but for me, I feel like from a timing point, it makes sense for ETH to bottom-ish. There's obviously, from a cycle point of view or from a liquidity point of view, ETH Bitcoin bottoms, but we don't know that just yet. But I'm seeing here RSI divergence. So we're getting low, lower low, lower low. And on the RSI we're getting high, higher high, higher high. So this is normally a reversal sign. Plus, we've got a potential double bottom, very-ish. You've got that wick below, and it's popped back up, which is quite bullish. It's starting to come down now, but we'll see how this plays out. So I feel like there's potentially a bottom coming. It must be close. Definitely around this area it's going to bottom. Famous last words. Episode 1. Johnny makes mad predictions, nothing comes through. But the first thing I want to do is want to see it get above that support. I want to break back within trend, break past these EMAs, and then that will be a very strong sign for us. Others, Bitcoin on the weekly 1, 2, 3, 4 trend line usually breaks out on the 4th, faked out, comes back down. 5th, can we make it the 5th? We'll see. Total 3, this is the alt market, all the crypto market minus Bitcoin minus ETH, to get a feel how things are. And right now this is producing a cup and handle, which is a chart pattern. So it's a big cup and a handle, and it's got a measured move from top to bottom up here. So what do? We just wait, see how things develop. That's all it is. And if we go on the daily, see how much it respects it. It comes up. Take that one away. Touches, 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 breaks out, retest, and starts moving. Look at this volume coming in here. This is very bullish. And if we break out of this line here, we will then break the cup and handle, which then forces the market up to around about 2 trillion. The others, this is the crypto market minus the top 10, so this gives you the real alts and where we are of it. You've got the pennant here, down, touch, up, down, breakout. It's come back to retest. It's retested on the 50%, it's retested on the bull market support, it's got itself into a wedge. Look at it. Touch, 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 all while staying above that main trend line. And look at this volume coming in. Look at this volume coming in. This is this week, and it's only Tuesday. Look at the volume. It is going to break soon. 1, 2, 3, 4 usually breaks on the 4th time or the 5th time. You can see how all these charts are starting to see the picture. And this is what you have to do. You have to just rep these charts every day. I'm going to show you these charts. This is like my daily. I will go through these charts every day myself. So what I've decided to do is just to do my kind of daily checkup on the market. Let you guys all follow along if you want to listen, see you get something from it. I could maybe teach you some things or ask anything in the comments. You know, if anyone's even listening to this, it's like, you ask me anything, I can answer you. I'll only have one guy that's listening and following, so I might as well just chat away to you. Others dominance. Similar to Bitcoin dominance, once Bitcoin dominance starts decreasing, the others, which is the other alts, will start increasing. And you look at this. Touch, 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 breaks out. Touch, 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 touch. It's got 3 touches, so we're looking for a breakout here. So we keep our eye on the market. We go down the daily, look at it in a bit more detail. And once it gets to these points, price can go nowhere else, so it has to break up or it has to break down. UST dominance, look at this trend line. This is a monster trend line, multiple years from 2017. Now this is people who have their money in USDT. So when the dominance goes up, people are keeping more money of the crypto market. A bigger percent of the crypto market is holding their money in dollars, usually because they're scared. But once it comes into an alt season, or when people are feeling, when it's risk on, they deploy the USD, so the dominance goes down because they're buying altcoins or they're buying Bitcoin, they're buying crypto. So the dominance goes down when the alts go up. So right now, we've broke down on the major trend. We're consolidating. We've broke down on the wee wedge. And then this is the major resistance. Once we break down from here, this move from here to here is going to send alts absolutely ballistic. It's gonna be crazy. Last one, I'm going to talk about the dollar, the Dixie. You see, a lot of people right now are just not thinking. They're getting, you know, the market's chewing them up. Why aren't the alts running? They've normally run by now. What's going to happen? The reason why the alts haven't run is because the dollar. Everyone is buying the dollar and they're hiding in the dollar. Look at it. And they've put their money in the dollar, potentially because they wanted to wait until Trump comes in and then they find out what he's doing and then they can deploy it. Because if you look, as soon as the dollar comes up, it's hit this resistance zone and it's bounced off. Right? So I've got a wee note there saying use daily. What you'll do is, I use these charts as obviously charts, but as I leave wee notes, it's a kind of workspace for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's broken down. This is a huge trend to break down on. Now, if this goes down, this is also going to send alts flying. So we've got the Dixie potentially breaking down. Very good. We've got USDT dominance potentially breaking down. We've got the alt market just about to break up. We've got the ETH Bitcoin potentially bottom. Dominance potentially topping. You see how this is all linked together. So for me, the Dixie potentially driven up because people just wanted to hide in the dollar. Then I'll wait to see how Trump does with the tariffs and that. Let things settle. What is the executive orders? And then start deploying, because on day one, you know, his inauguration was on the 20th. On the 21st, the day after, look at the drop on that. Now, if people have seen, okay, Trump's first day, what crazy stuff has he done? Is he gonna invade Greenland? Is he gonna take on China? All these crazy things. Looks like the market is trying to think, well, looks like it's not. Trump, oil export, drill baby drill. He wants to drill all the oil. He wants to sell it. And with Trump having a high dollar, it makes exports for everyone else cost more. So if the market doesn't do it, he will do something with the team to force this dollar down. So this is weak. The dollar can't stay up. If he wants to make money selling oil, he needs to drop that dollar down. So I think it's a combo of two things. We've got people just hiding in the dollar, waiting for Trump to become president, find out what he's doing, and then take it from. Then once they're happy, feeling more confident what he's actually done, nothing major, let's get in the markets again. And the other one, if that's not the case, Trump's going to find a way, I don't know how, but they'll do something in the background, or they'll move money here and there, whatever they're going to do. That dollar is not going to stay up there for too long. Not when Trump's around. Last time when he went into his first presidency, one of the first things he said was that dollar's too high, and the dollar dumped. So he's basically making sure that dollar goes down. So if it's the market or it's Trump, someone, him or the market, is going to get that dollar down. And once that dollar goes down, they're moving the dollar into equities like the stock market, etc. It's crypto, Bitcoin. So it's exciting times, definitely exciting times. A lot of these charts are showing very bullish times ahead. Now we might get some flush downs or corrections, you know, but overall we can have corrections. The market's still bullish. Don't get scared out the now. Stay strong, stick in it, and we're going to get out here and have a couple of beers, chill out in the sun, fingers crossed. So like, definitely subscribe, and thank you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I should have really said this at the start, but I'm going to try and do these daily. Just keep pushing them out and just show you guys what I'm doing in a day. Go through the charts, give my analysis on the charts, so you guys don't have to. And every day you have someone there. Because I remember when I first started, I was trying to just work my way through it, and if I had someone there every day making videos, giving analysis across the charts, it would have helped me so much. And now I think I've learned enough, and I would love to pass it on to everyone else to help them get up into a good place as well. So thank you very much, and I will speak to you tomorrow.